Can't raise the sail yet. Mast down.
Your friend, be a friend. If you return,
Raise the mast. Run up the sail. Take the mast down. Raise the mast. Bring the mast down. Mast up! Pull up here.
Tone flagan de liznia. That silver livestock.
No battle-dented Dane would ever follow this lump of lord into battle. I don't care.
You mean to say you refuse my gifts?
I don't have time for this.
It's a generous offering, brother. You'd be a fool.
Refuse this and your shame will stain the name of your sons and their sons beyond.
Stay out of the...
Take the gift. We have bigger problems.
One of Rued's men.
Aye. Sniffing around the outer walls. Looking for an easy way to slip a few dozen men inside.
If there's one scout, there will be more. Something you might have learned if you kept him alive.
I was passing water when he surprised me. It was either him or my plow sword.
Where did you find this one?
Just outside the Northwich walls.
They will be looking for points of entry to sneak.
Jesus. Find
I'll
another
look
scout.
around.
We'll question.
Rued scouts would be camped near their boats outside the city walls. One of them will talk. There. Looks like one of Rued's men. You don't!
Wait! What are you doing? I'm just a pig farmer.
You are awfully well armed for a pig farmer. Stay down, muckworm. I have some friends who'd like to speak with you.
me down! I tell you, I'm a cow farmer. Let me go, Dane.
You said you were a pig farmer just moments ago.
It's not beyond reason. I tend to many livestock.
You are as Dane as I am. Save your breath, liar.
Did Ruid send you to...
Arger swine.
That won't make you any...
A scolding like that is a mortal offense, boy. I'd kill the bat.
I'll ask once more. Why...
I came to pay my respects, Lord. To Oswald, the whimpering Saxon ergi of East Anglia.
I could do that all day, you drooling blood. Lick. Here's the tongue I use for licking. How does it feel against yours?
When the braziers lit at Dunwich, Ruid and his men... You English Danes are so... Ruid sends his blessing, lady.
He may still be of value to us if he...
Any man who questions your courage and feels no
I will not have blood spilt needlessly in my kingdom.
Alive, this man...
Valdis, this man spoke as if he knew you.
Ruid was my husband.
Your husband?
I was. We've been apart for 5 summers.
East Anglia's prosperity depends on our safety and unity. I must speak with him myself, man to man. There's no place for him in East...
Right. I'll start looking for a new king tomorrow.
Ruid will eat your lungs for supper, Oswald.
If I'm to be a worthy king, I must meet the man who bedevils us. Or like the...
You sure you want to do this? Meeting Ruid and...
It's the only way. We must...
Come, Oswald.
And of course I will see the lot of you there as well. Else the songs of your cowardice will ring out over the generations. I'm sure you're heading to Dunwich any moment.
Hey!
You don't speak for us.
Eivor, you made it.
Die, you! Rah! Let's stretch the knee thing.
Rued's men tore through it.
Dunwich.
It is time to light the...
I'll light it. You do.
Ruther, Valdis, and I will scout the dock.
Oswald and I will hold here until the braziers...
The front gate is heavily guarded.
I'll find my own way.
We'll be watching you back.
Dunwich. Now to clear out Rued's men and light that brazier.
You run like a cow!
Almost there!
Not butchering me! Come your horse sweat! Nithinger!
Celestine.
Ergi scum! Boys, little coward, aren't you?
Odin owns you!
Have to repair that.
Watch your mouth. I would like to see you pull her that when she's back. Remember Frothy?
Aye.
That's the last of them. Once the brazier is lit, the rest of Rued's men should arrive.
Odin gives me a bargain. A few dead men at my feet in exchange for a ripe East Anglia, and my wife returned. What a day! You.
Any questions you have, you ask the King of East Anglia, and bend the knee.
Who called for me? Was it...
Why would I call you now? After 5 happy years away from...
I called you, Rued.
You? Oswald, the hopeful king of East...
And Valdis's husband-to-be. Take your men and go. East Anglia is strong with Saxon.
Must I set sail for Denmark with nothing to show for the journey? After...
You'll have my weight in silver. And an abundance of livestock and grain.
I've taken 10 times that already. I'll make you an offer, Pigfoot. A home gang, just you and me.
I accept. I accept.
East Anglia's the pride.
Hey, wait!
The hazel is laid! The square is made.
When you see a chance, lead Valdis and the brothers to safety. They must not fight today. East Anglia needs them.
Let me be your champion.
No. He called on me.
Whenever you're ready, King of Sheep Set.
I'm ready!
Now the Saxon king has bent the knee. Call me king before I got you. Fighting dirty, are you? King Rued commands you to die!
Oswald!
Call me king!
Go! Now! Run for the bridge!
Go! Go! You suffer for that!
Gods don't want you!
Odin owns you, coward! Killed several!
They're breaking off.
They've given up for now.
That puts some distance between us. We can rest a moment.
By Thor, he fought.
We should go back.
Oswald may have survived.
It's possible.
Rued's men will press the advantage. We must be ready when they attack.
We'll go to Norwich. Meet me there when you can.
He died a hero, there's no doubt. If his god won't take him, Odin's sword women will.
Yeah!
Me never understand.
Oswald is dead! Oswald is dead! We mourn the loss of our future king and hope for East Anglia.
Another king lost, Abel.
Stop washing your face with mead.
How can I face Halfdan Jarl now? I've failed him again.
We can take the battle to what remains of Rued's clan.
Easier said than done. His men are holed up.
On the sea.
It does. Guarded by a gate of hefty iron held...
Timber burns.
It does. But how...
We rig your ship with oil at her front.
They would see us coming, long before...
We raise a beard, an army of East Anglia's farmers. Throw them at the front.
Saxons willing to die for a butt.
It can work, Finir. If they fight in Oswald's name, that is all the... You there! Did you hear of Thane Oswald's fate?
Aye, we did. He dragged Rued to the bowels of Elbert, Dane.
Rued may be gone, but his clan still plagues East Anglia.
For Oswald? Aye, and if...
2 eager Saxons is not yet defeated. But you may be right.
I can ride to Elmenham and muster what remains of Oswald's men
Reeve
there.
of Faithful.
But who else would... We can assemble a forward camp at the ruins north of Bur Castle.
Ride with me, Finir. Let's pay the...
With any hope, Theobald remains untouched by Rued's violence.
Hope is a scarce word in this kingdom.
Maybe so, but I would rather hold on to something, anything, than ride with empty hands.
If Rued's clan continues to roam this kingdom unchecked, the people of East Anglia will be as ravaged as these lands.
And where do we find ourselves? Riding into defense to beg a horde of frightened farmers
To fight
grain.
for a king that you gave them, Finir. Remember that.
It was my task to find them a king, not protect that king against every danger that might befall him.
Oswald wasn't crowned yet, nor was he married. I say you have some work yet to do.
Right. No need to remind me how far I fell short. Theobald, just ahead.
Watch your back and ash. Rued's clan may still be nearby.
So no time's to waste what the Lord has given us.
What about you, Papa? There's so little. There will be none left.
Eat, so you'll have strength.
You need to be happy your last one in and
Everything is gone, Rennie. Everything.
Ah, my friend, we will rebuild, I promise you.
I ain't got the strength.
You have a will of iron coming here, knowing your kind did all this.
Rued's clan is your enemy, not me. I come on behalf of the late Oswald of Elmet.
You're still a Dane from top to two. It's your meddling that led to Oswald's death.
Oswald died defending East Anglia. Defending you.
What? Die in defense of a lost...
East Anglia will fall if Rued's clan is not defeated. Fight.
Pretty words, Dane. But the men of...
If you need an axe,
There's a village to the east. Kingsbury. It was taken by Rued's men a fortnight...
Let me and my raiders take the village. Save your strength, and join us for the fight to come.
Bold offer. If you do as you promise, the pikes at Theobald...
I will take this news to our forward camp, Eivor. Follow when you can.
I will see you there.
Kingsbury's church has a great horn atop its steeple. If you manage the task, blew it.
You there, Dave. A word, if you will.
Have you seen that? Your mother? When was last you saw her? Before the bad men came. Said she'd be right back, but she ain't. She really be a little one.
Finn om dyrgripar!
To the waves! Let the sail out! Show me.
Turn disorder off the land, dethrone. Plans tangle as they go down, a stubborn monarch's head uncrowned. Fiercely eyed and flaming pride.
We must row in these waters.
Mercious men are called to
We can use the sail here, Eivor.
with fire in heart row the warrior fall to redden the roads of Repton. The king's God strike.
The blood sword! We fight!
Kingsbury, infested in Druid's men. Sound the horn and signal victory. The Reeve has come to join me. Let's hope his promise holds.
The horn! It's been so long since I've heard that sweet sound! Praise be!
I held to my oath, Reeve. I hope you will...
My promise holds, aye. They of Ord will join...
With your aid, we may yet save East Anglia.
In past times, that horn was used to muster fyrds all across our land.
Good. Whatever willing men you find, rally them... Field Ward has answered the call. I should join Finney at our forward camp. The Kingsbury horn has inspired more than a few farmers to action.
Sure!
Brothers' fleet. That horn came from Elmenham. Baldist must have got to them.
Eivor! Word of your actions in Theodord has spread like wildfire. Men are pouring in from across East Anglia, and our ships stand ready.
Theodward's reeve is with us. His men will be here soon.
It seems Oswald got what he wanted in the end. Saxon and
A pity he is not here to see it.
The forces will be ready. Are you ready to start the assault?
I am.
Our target is Burr Castle, said to be impenetrable. By cover of night, Valdis will lead the field at the front
Let
gates.
them have their
With
false
Rued's men
confidence.
distracted, our forces move on the sea gate from the backwaters at their backs.
And once we're in, we'll leave no gate closed in that castle. Rued's men cannot... Your longship.
She waits her own special glory. They need your words, Eivor.
For a long time you lived in fear. Your houses razed, your fields scorched. Now your chance has come. Fight to be free of this pain. Fight to be free of fear. Freedom! Now is the time. Today we rid East Anglia of Rued's.
You remember the dream I spoke of?
You sailed through Helheim on a ship of fire.
Here, it may come to pass.
Dreams, life, maybe they are one and the same. Tonight I ride the flaming sea steed, rushing for the spear den. A watcher alight on water's wake. Another glory I will keep. Ready yourselves. Rued's shit stains will see us coming.
Steady! Hold course!
Ready yourselves to brace, men! We bring Helheim to our enemies! How nice! They greet us with some of their own from the air! Arrows! Brace! Odin's hell! Those sword maidens take them swiftly. Men!
Steady your hands! Hold for impact! Hold! Shields up! These creatures have fought us a fight. I need help with this gate!
Oswald lives! Eivor, is that you? Shut your arse, twig spine.
Stand fast! This will be over.
Worry not for me. You must... Silence, fool. So this is what it comes to, Wolfkist? This swine is your prize. Come and get him.
Aldous! Well met!
Onward, everyone! Onward!
Comes to find.
A miserable clan you lead, Ruin.
Yes, the one that has bled this country dry for 2 summers.
Flee, Ruined, while pity restrains my blade.
Not till I've taken all these shores have to offer.
East Anglia will have its king, and it will not be you.
That groveling wolf in a cage? You must be blind to stand with such a man. Fire! Fire! Why does a Dane fight tooth and nail for a Saxon? This Saxon of all!
He has an abundance that which you do not. He is fit to rule, fit to lead. You are not but a murderous plunderer.
You are finished here, Ruin!
The battle is not yet won.
The Sagas will...
For all your efforts, only the cold dark of Niflheim awaits you.
Valhalla is my destiny. That fate will not be met today. This land is rife with weakness, and you are just another blighted dot upon it. Nothing a little fire cannot purge. Danes fighting for a Saxon king. The Sagas will scorn this day! I will enjoy this.
Thank you.
You'd throw in with these wastrels? These...
Eivor, no! He should be tried before God. I won't have my reign begin with more blood spilt than is needed.
Another screeching skull. This man must die for the damage he has wrought.
These are Oswald's lands.
Does Eivor bow to
To defy a king would shame him. East Anglia cannot heal.
And what of your honor, Eivor?
The rightful king of East Anglia has spared you.
Compassion is a virtue suited for anyone, Eivor.
I should speak with Oswald.
Thank you for heeding me, Eivor. I know the worth of such a gesture. All this is...
But you're not asleep.
Well fought, the both of you!
You came as well, old friend.
If I'd known you were still alive, I would have stepped...
Look around you. A happy occasion and
And soon, something more grand to take place. Our wedding, my love.
And why would I not?
I fought poorly. I melted under the heat and anger of that.
Oswald, stop. You fought with all...
Come then. We have much...
A bride to wed and a kingdom to lead. But some men wouldn't give for such things.
Countless men have died for them. And you, Vanir? Are you jealous of such things?
Hardly. My heart is afire, but my...
I saw a bale of hay.
Later, Eivor. For now,
Then I will see you at the wedding.
Aye.
I should return to Elmenham. Oswald's wedding will soon begin.
murdering heathen!
Time to jar!
Damn you!
Wedding preparations in full bloom.
Come, the wedding is soon to start. How grand!
A beautiful and worthy celebration, my lord.
Just like you to keep a king waiting.
Yet I arrived.
A part of me worried you wouldn't.
I told you I would see you, and now here we are.
Without you, I'd be dead. Another wait.
You look good, Oswald. Like a man of...
Do I?
Of all the battles a man can fight, the war against...
I hereby name you man and wife, and as man and wife, I name you... Oswald of Elmenham, first of his name, the rightful king of East Anglia, with this Lady Valdis, soul, fist, and beauty of this land.
You've done it, steward. A king now sits...
Don't leave yourself out of this song. We did it together.
Back to your dreams, then, of fire and Helheim.
I lost my way some time ago. I don't want to be here. I never did. In my dreams, I'm sailing, remember? Whether or not I find it, only time will tell.
Eivor! Careful. Eivor! Wolf-kissed. Gaze upon my pots.
They are not, Brothir. My arrows shatter...
Even after draining so much meat?
Keep your eyes open, Lung.
I could hardly believe my ears either. It was all wishes.
Yes, that's it! As with everything, an easy task for the wolf-kissed.
Ah, barely a challenge.
Impressive, impressive. Here as promised. Now go enjoy the party. Skål, Eivor! Let's have it. Your fist is without ale. Let us address that.
Surely a special kind of metal is required for drinking before the new king?
A metal not unlike your own.
To Odin and his endless glories!
And the new king of Eastern.
Not bad, wolf-kissed.
A fool's wager.
A challenge none that...
I will drink you up.
Confident, are you? And we'll make it interesting.
I accept.
Is that what you say? Yes, to celebrate. Skål! Drink more.
The ale here, it's strong. But I am stronger!
Aye, stronger than me. You drink as well as Valdis. Now that I would pay to see.
Speaking of payment, where is my silver?
Here. Well earned, wolf-kissed.
The boar represents
as does Freya.
You impress me, Eivor. Yet I wonder.
Even a fool has something to teach, whether they are...
Hey.
Have another horn of mead, brother. It's brewed with...
Did you hear what I... Yeah.
Keep that up.
Wait, did you hear? Did my brother just call me? I think he...
Look there! Thinner on the roof!
The road to the...
He's been up there a while.
Eivor! Some sweet wine for a sweet swine? The Saxon god wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to say he
Look! The moon! It moves untroubled now. But one day it will...
Are you all right?
I've tasted glory.
I'm glad to hear it.
I always felt like Skoll or Hati. Chasing and trying...
You can let them go. Sail to...
My longship's in Valor.
Come on. Let's get...
You're very strong.
You're very large.
Sorry for this, Eivor. I've had one loss.
It need not be the last.
Not the last.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It's been a worthy ceremony.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I'm ready to hear your address.
Good, come. Friends, honored guests, we've pushed through, but it is not conflict that binds us. May we always favor compassion. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks, and for my fellow Christians, may we continue. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now, in all of you, Dane and Saxon.
Still a bit soft on insults.
And on behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom?
Oswald, you would not have been my first choice. I thought you weak, bendable, without resolve. But not all men are as they first appear. I came to see that Oswald's heart is amongst the largest I've ever... All qualities of a man worthy to be king. He is the king East Anglia deserves, and the king you need. To the good King Oswald!
To Oswald!
Skål!
Skål!
Skål! Okay, everyone, the bridal race starts now. Steady all, and ready yourself for the wedding race.
My king! The sheep you left to guard me have been shorn. Oswald! King of sheep fuckers! Show your eyes! I challenge you.
I accept.
No square, only sweat and blood.
He may be wounded, but don't let your guard down.
Let's settle this.
I will bury you, Saxon. I'll take all that is yours.
Should a king show mercy to one so malevolent, so cruel? I'll not give you the satisfaction of a good death, for my god forbids such cruelty. Therefore you are outcast. From this moment on.
You have won. My life is yours.
Your life is God's. Now go! Leave my kingdom and never return!
I do not understand. Oswald is a coin. One side mercy, the other courage. Saxon or Dane.
Such a strange display. courage and with all that's happened, with all the chaos Rued rule.
It's a strange thing.
A remarkable thing. From what inner spring does. With my duty here fulfilled, I now choose...
Rise, old friend. You're
Be well, Finir. You continue to surprise, Oswald.
Thank you, Eivor. When we first met...
You did. Until next time, King. Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Formadur okkar kem aftur.
You salt skulls, got a story?
Here's a tale to tickle your sides. Winter before, I was drinking in Stavanger with some companions. With us in the mead hall were men of past Jarl's, one of which was a poet named Halli, called sarcastically by most. 7 ale halls into his night, Halli stood upon his table and called across the room to another. Rudolph! He yelled. I can compose a more beautiful poem with my belching than you could with your tongue and fine words. The room laughed. Rudolph loudest of all. I accept your challenge, sarcastic Halli, he shouted. Allow me to begin. Rudolph then spoke this verse. Sad Halli drowns in horns of hubris, squeaking like a stoat. Yet proudly the pub calls it poetry. The room laughed again, with Halli joining in. Then, Halli tripped across the room and opened his mouth to speak. The room laughed again, with Halli joining in. Then, Halli tripped across the room and opened his mouth to speak. From his throat erupted a jet of vomit into Rudolph's face. His only composition that night, of which is he most proud.
Is there a cease call?
Did I ever tell you all the story of how I killed an entire clan single-handedly with the broken hilt of a sword?
Too often, dog. What?
Hold on, Gustav.
Too often, dog. More times than any man can count.
We need an epic tale.
Unar the Ugly was an excellent sailor who could pilot a longship entirely on his own. This is why King Sigvaldi kept him around. In all other matters, Unar was a cruel, anxious, and humorless man. He was one of the most unlikable people I have ever known. One year, I recall we had invited some Carls from the Yngling clan to dine with us. As we were serving ale, we came to find that we had none left. It so happened that the ale had run out just before reaching Unar's horn. This raised in him a word storm, and he accused Sigvaldi of treachery. Every man in the longhouse jeered at Unar for raising such a fuss. This made Unar angrier than before, and he stormed out. A short time later, we heard him yelling through the door of the hall. I set this scorn pall upon the men of Yngling for their dishonor! We looked outside and saw that Unar had severed one of the heads of the Yngling's horses and stuck it upon a hazel branch. When he saw us gathering at the door, the Yngling Carls among us, Unar panicked and ran. He was not seen for many months.
Let's put her in.
Eivor, what a pleasure to see you.
I would like to read.
Done?
Greetings.
What do you have?
Thank you.
I'm off.
You go on.
Push me any further, Holger.
Roland, Holger, why all this shouting?
Do you not know fine millinery when you see it, Rowan? I could trade that hat for 2 of your horses.
Silence, both of you!
Randvi, I demand that this matter be settled here and now.
Have patience, Rowan. There is a time and a place for such disputes. Eivor!
I heard shouting. Some...
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot disappointed work.
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive...
Of course. From the beginning.
Well now, there is no excuse too small,
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves.
Please start again. Tell...
I will start. I have been...
Philly,
Silence, please.
Are you mocking me?
I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding company. Rowan, tell me your version.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my...
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Hallgeir stretched the entering my stables for their feed. I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Hallgeir. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush.
Painting, Rowan! I was painting!
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for
I understand. Holger.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years, and you know that my work requires a certain... often when lacking the proper tools. I have made use of novel...
You cut off my horse's tail to make it...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetry, I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but to make a perfect brush, I needed the fine...
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump!
It was early.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I have...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains...
Quiet, both of you. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not...
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly...
But the horse was not for sale!
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as
And if I do? May I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, in some ways you helped in its creation.
Absolutely not. Silver is the only color I wish to see from you.
Oh, hello, Eivor. That Holger.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass, and live with such...
Let's not walk too far with that idea.
East Anglia is with us. That...
Eivor King Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well,
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Svend passed away a short time ago.
I had not heard, no. And how...
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound.
Randvi, are you well?
I'm fine. Only a little tired.
Not until you tell me.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but...
I don't know. There's much...
Stop. Forget about a line. We could take a ride to Grandbridge.
That sounds lovely. And too far. Now, what was it you needed?
Randvi, take a break. Let us...
Do you mean now?
Of course. You said you were tired of all this.
I did ask, didn't I?
Follow me. We won't take the longship today. This trip is for us. Just...
Not at all.
Is that a problem?
So long as I get some air and sun, I will be fine. I spend too much of my day in the longhouse.
We will need to cross the river at some point if we want to enter Grandbridgeshire. If you know a better way, I would love to hear it. Swimming.
Is swimming not an
option?
option?
I don't know. Are you joking?
A boat or a horse would always do, but I'm not opposed to the more traditional methods.
I've never heard tell of any river champion. Not sure what...
Sunniva and stranger.
Vaughan and his crew claim to be raiders of great treasures.
If you wish to join us, we only ask for hard work and loyalty.
Wouldn't say no to it.
It is good to meet you, Eivor. And there is more in this for you than... But we know secret routes of England's coasts.
You seek to share...
When the table is laden with too great a feast, you gather. Let me show you. I will take...
I appreciate the offer, and accept it. And?
Ah, now that's a dock worthy of all.
Sure.
It really is lovely here. I have not been this far east of the settlement. Isn't that awful?
You think safety
To
awful?
live one's life in so small a pond, hear stories from you. This water smells off.
You get used to it.
I do not wish to. To live one's life in... Hear stories from you and the scouts without ever venturing further. Gods, do you smell that? The earth and the air. It is good to be out here.
Guards here are vigilant.
Eivor, there. What is that?
This is where the Summer Army retreated when Grantebridge was lost. They seem to have resettled the city in full now.
I know this land so well by its map, but to see it in person brings it to stunning life. A Roman marvel. I will not soon forget this sight.
Gentle if they spot me. Wait here a moment. I'll be back.
Sure!
We can go.
longship.
Right. And here we are. Welcome to Grantebridge. We should make our way to the Longhouse.
Oh, it's bigger than I imagined. Rustic, woody, beautiful. And everything seems quite new.
Under Soma's guidance, the Summer Army built this town up from us. They wanted a hub for trade near London, and a launching point for incursions into Wessex.
Some interesting architectural ideas here, too.
Well, is that Eivor I see? It's been quite a while since I've seen your face around here.
I know you, I think. One of...
Yeah.
Good to see you again. This is Randvi, a dear friend and a sturdy fighter.
Well met, Randvi. Eivor seems to have a preference for befriending lovely women.
You know, I noticed the same thing.
I expected more people about Magni. There's something...
Soma rounded up some warriors and took them west. She's hoping to open, only now in times of trouble. I have discovered I am not the surrogate leader I should hope to be.
What sort of trouble?
Oh, a pack of surly bandits They attack all merchants who travel here by river or road, and word is...
That could cripple your town if it carries on to...
It's crippled me already. The bastard stole my...
So what will you...
We can take care of them, Magni. And if we don't find your horse, we will steal you a new one.
Well, that would ease my mind. I have nothing to...
Good. Consider the map. Eivor, come. The bandits are camped on a river, he said, east of the water's edge.
You volunteered us for a fight, Randvi. Is that your idea of a pleasant ride through the country?
It must be. I surprised even myself.
Away from the table for a day, and already you are lusting for blood.
A feeling you must know well, no? I have always wanted to experience the world as you do, and now... Unless you have a more interesting day planned for us?
We will help Magnian clear these bandits. But do not be rash when we fight them. The Raven clan needs your steady hand.
Yes, indeed, my lord. I shall follow your order to the letter.
If I did not know any better, I would say you're teasing me.
Oh, certainly not, Eivor wolf-kissed iron-fisted Drenger. I would never tease one with such commanding authority. There. The bandit camp.
All right. Stay close. And do as I do.
You don't look sternly
By
at the
all
horizon.
means.
I thought you wanted to do this in secret.
You seemed hot for a battle, so here we go.
That's done. Now to deliver Magni his horse. That was a thrill, Eivor. We are champions of Grantbridge. Do you know of any other towns that need liberating?
You don't think we have had enough drama for one day? We should return to the settlement.
Or we could have a drink, to celebrate our victory.
At home. Tekla has all the mead and ale we could want.
Eivor, our outing has hardly begun. Find us an alehouse and let us make ourselves at home.
Let's return the horse. And if your thirst remains, we'll look around. Magni.
Did you? Well done!
Your horse is outside, waiting for you.
Thank the gods she is safe.
She is here,
Eivor! Over here! Look at this!
Oh! Someone is thirsty.
What are you playing?
A drinking contest. You versus me.
Randvi, we can do...
Mead Queen, then.
All right.
Beautiful.
Let him win. A good shot, Eivor, but Radley's done you better. Eivor is a beast, but you have my fealty, Radley.
There, you see? Should not have tried to outdrink me.
Strange. I see your lips moving so
So?
More than satisfied. Now come. We'll ride this off and after just one... It's a sunken tower near a waterfall. Close to home. We can stop... It's near the highest point of a hill, just south of the...
All right.
I know it might not show, Eivor, but
Oh, it shows.
Leaving already?
Huh.
Well, I do hope to see you again. Randy, return any time.
I might have to, Magni. Thank you for everything.
No, thank you. Safe travels.
I think you may have punctured poor Magnus' heart back there.
Not the first, and it will not be the last.
I name you Randvi, slayer of bandits and breaker of hearts.
I will sound it with pride. Sunniva described his tower for me. A desolate yet peaceful place. I am eager to see it.
After a full day of action, finally you wish to calm down.
I've had my fill of adventure. Time for a little rest. I was wondering, you and Soma, was there something more to your bond? You spoke of her with a particular shine in your eyes.
We grew very close, very quickly. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean, did something happen between you two?
What sort of question is that?
An innocent one. Innocent as a newborn babe.
Nothing happened between us. That is my answer.
I find that disappointing. If I were you, I might have tested the waters. Eivor, entangled by a hardy Jarlskona as she leads her army to victory and prosperity. A rather appealing match.
I'm going to pretend your last words were taken by the wind, Randvi.
If you must. Look there! That must be the tower. Take the bridge. Just as beautiful as Sunniva's stories tell. Can you imagine how it looked when it was first built? Hundreds of... Sometimes when looking at a map, I imagine little people in their little armies, traversing the land. And now, staring at these ruins, I imagine people of old, how they lived, never knowing what would become of their monuments.
You have a fertile imagination.
I want a view from the top. Shall we?
Lead on.
Keep up!
Mind where you put your fingers. These stones are old and weathered. You climb well for one who folds maps.
You jest, but I have raised the frames of longhouses and hammered the ribs of longships. My hands are calloused from hard work. Well, well. Look at this. A stunning view. It reminds me of my early years in...
You have an adventurous heart. I hardly see it behind the table, but...
I was rowdy in my youth. Hunting, sailing. I was a wildling of the open air. Married off in service of peace between two clans. A noble and worthy role, but not...
You would have made a fine wandering warrior. A Jomsvikinger. Free to come and go.
I think so too. It may be we would have sailed together, over the...
Or faced each other on the field of battle. Without your marriage to Sigurd to secure...
True. Very true. Thank you for today. Every bit of it has been a dream.
Then don't. We can stay here.
Yes.
What was that?
Oh no, I'm...
No need to apologize.
Sigurd is your brother, and I have put...
It may be the meat. It may be the air.
I am sober and...
That is... comforting to hear. I have long felt...
Many times I wished to tell you. Wished to say what was in my heart and what I...
Say all you like.
Today has meant so much. We rode, we fought, we drank, we laughed.
Deeds are more direct than words. Randvi?
Good day, my love.
Randvi, you left...
There is work to be done.
I see.
But do not think for a moment that I have forgotten you.
No, but...
Good. Then...
And heart to heart.
Yes, indeed. Until our next moment alone, we should return to our great...
No, indeed.
Back to work, then.
Come to me. I want to see the Alianza. I have changed my mind. Should we take this to your chamber?
No need.
I want to see the What of Oxenfordshire? Sigurd told me he had business there.
Ah, yes. Sigurd is there now, in fact. He has partnered with a rebellious thane called Giedrich, and hopes to install Giedrich. There is an alehouse at the center of Buckingham. Sigurd...
I should join my brother then. Where is Buck?
Along the Great Ouse River, the...
Eivor's here!
Eivor, what a pleasure to see you.
Man your oars!
Need to row our way out. Sing, my ravens.
Sail out!
Sailing is too risky now.
Drop the mast! Set the mast up!
like a lame mule!
Hey! Can't do this alone.
Back!
I feel stronger already. Give me a hand over here. Oh, let's go. Let the sail out! Sing us a song. Well, the sails. Sail. More sail!
seen here. A hood should work.
What are you doing?
These soldiers are tightly locked.
Ah! Caught me! Ah!
I'll keep the rat busy! That's it! Die! Nice gear!
Cast about this land, my friend. An alehouse. This must be it.
You're mine!
Glazen en werfon herdes remmed nieuwe, driften in mutfoden, fangen werton wagen.
Sonne desse alderman beton, je mansto hine. Laire
Suffer for that!
Damn you!
Má vera að finna þetta í markaði. Þetta minnir á þau, sé svá. Það má hann eigi selja það til verðið beit.
Lumber into your fate! Idiot down!
Sigurd is not here. I'll ask around. I'm looking for my brother, a large, outspoken Norseman.
Norse? Huh. Was he part of the fight here? Probably killed by Edwin's soldiers. Get gone while you can.
Í þessu tilfelli röskva hér í öllum ársins tíð.
These soldiers always leave a bleeding mess. You are not welcome here.
I'm not here to
I've had
cause
enough trouble
trouble.
with Danes today. It was him what caused the ruckus. Him and that. Then Lady Edwin's soldiers swept in. A fight broke out. The soldiers nabbed Giedrich, though. I was sorry to see...
Which way did my brother?
What?
I'm asking us...
Look, Dane, you start a scene or a scuffle, and I'll scream for soldier.
You seem to respect this man, Giedrich. If he was talking to my brother, it's because he... Maybe you're a woman who also wants Oxenfordshire to be free and a woman who'll stand up for her village, who won't be crushed...
I hope I am.
Such a woman would help me find Giedrich.
You're right, you are. Your brother and his friend jumped through that... It's a good bet they hid in one of them fish houses.
Sigurd and Basim headed south. They wouldn't go far. I'll check along the river. Smells like a fish house. Good spot to hide.
Wait! Stop!
Ahlan wa sahlan.
We could have cut you to bloody...
Why so unnerved?
Half the soldiers of the Shire are hunting us.
Is that why you haven't come home? You're playing hide and fetch with the...
Your brother's a busy man, Eivor.
It's good to see you again, Basim. Even...
It's not my place to lead your brother about.
Now there's an idea. Brother, we should be forging alliances. Send this man...
Eivor, gods above. We have made strides towards an alliance, in fact. A local thane called Gid...
I've heard of him. The alewife also mentioned a lady...
Lady Edwin's husband was the Shire's elderman. Until now she's taken up her husband's fight, with the promise of aid from King...
Edwin vows revenge on the Danes who stole her...
From what we know, Alfred is a fearsome king. If Edwin can win his full support...
So to fight her, you've pledged your sword to a minor thane who likely command...
Have faith, Eivor. A few hundred Saxons armed with hayforks and...
Gods.
All men and women, noble or peasant, have within them the seeds of something greater.
This is true. Sometimes great...
Well, Edwin has Giedrich in shackles now.
Not if we act soon. She dragged her prisoners to the Longhouse.
If Giedrich is our best chance for an alliance, let's... Sigurd, has Basim talked you into something of little reward?
Have you lost hope in my warcraft? I heed Basim's wisdom, but he follows my lead. Always.
He has the look of one who trusts none but himself.
Basim is secretive by nature, but he is wise and forthright. And he has opened my eyes to a He has promised me a reward so unusual, so incredible, it will shatter your mind to shards.
Brother, our bond has the iron heft of a war axe. Do not let Basim and his prophecies of good fortune sway you from our simple goal.
Never. I'll go. Never. Our goal is fixed. We shall soon be the lords of Mercia, then all of England. But Basim has a deep insight. He's read wisdom in the lines of my face and heard the litany of my forefathers.
Batter the door.
But Basim has a deep insight. He's read wisdom in the lines of my face and heard the...
Sigurd! Kill this sweaty fishwife!
Stay your blades. This traitor Giedrich will face trial, as will all the treasonous thanes of this shire.
You're the traitor, Edwin, calling on Alfred of
Clap your mead hole, Giedrich, lapdog of...
You'll sell us out to Wessex, and that poxy...
You're not the alderman here, Lady Edwin.
You heathenish fork-tongued Dane.
Lady, choose your next words with care. For you see before you the future master of all England, Sigurd. Lay down your arms. Free my friend here and kiss my lord.
Sigurd, are you crap?
And you can kiss my rosy red arse, wayface. I've done with this offal. I leave them to you.
Giedrich, what have they done to you?
What kind of mess did you get yourself into?
Don't tie me! I can still fight these bastards! Back up, cost you!
God damn you!
To hell! The half me escaped! I was desperate to fight. You should have freed me.
Giedrich, this is Eivor, my...
Well met.
That was your plan, Sigurd. To charm the lady with your...
prophecy, Eivor.
No time to squabble. Edwin's taken most of... She has her way, though...
Tend your wounds, Giedrich. We'll free your...
And what of the holy woman, Fulke? You
I did, aye. But it's a fair mystery why you'd want to
Where
talk
is
with...
she?
Thane Holt will know. Fulke lives on his lands, but he'll be dead with the rest if you don't stop the trial.
Tell us where, and we'll go now. Their lives depend on the speed of your tongue.
Southwest of here, halfway to Oxenaforda, at the Lichvila garrison.
Basim, Eivor, to horse! Off again, Eivor. You and I, with blades drawn and hearts ablaze.
Who is this Fulke that Basim spoke of?
An ally, Eivor. A most important ally. A holy woman who trades in prophecies and secret knowledge.
That is not the sort of alliance we're looking for, Sigurd.
No, it's even better. You cannot imagine what discoveries await.
You're speaking strangely, brother.
Because I'm alive, Eivor. My heart's alight with the fuel of battle fire. Like old times, eh?
Yes, Sigurd. Like old times.
Remember our hunts beyond the northern way? Our first big kill was a 10-point deer. We brought it down together. The arrows from our bows like darts of ice.
With sharpened shin bones for skinning the beast.
You on the right, me on the left. We leapt and struck.
We crashed to the ground like a felled tree. Then the bloody struggle.
Damn animal bit my hand. Never knew a buck could bite so hard.
But I pierced its throat, spilling its life wine into the drifts. That put an end to him.
Such tales you siblings tell.
It's just one of 1,000, Basim. It was the glorious dawn of our lives.
You haven't yet explained who this Fulke woman is.
When the time is right, I will.
She is the fulcrum of a larger plan.
Above conquering England, what larger plan could we need?
Patience, Eivor. Patience.
Fine. Fine. Keep your dread secrets, brother. But if this alliance fails, you would take them to your grave. I should be cautious around here. They are about to execute the prisoners.
Get back here!
Good edge on you! Just the thing!
I stand with Giedrich.
I owe you my life, friend. We must bring down Edwin once and for all.
I'm taking you down!
for you!
Get me out of here. Edwin will have me flayed alive. Gidrid sent me. Let's get away from this place.
Talk safely over there. We've fought with our Weasley Elderman for years. Now his widow wants to lop off our heads.
Bless you all. I am Thane Holt. Does Giedrich live?
He is safe in Buckingham.
Good, Thane. We are at your side in this fight, to keep this land in the hand—
God in heaven knows I'd sooner see a Dane married to my daughter than sell up. If Giedrich is behind you, then
We're told you know of a holy woman, Fulke. Where is she now?
Can we not fixate on this cipher, Fulke?
Fulke holds a secret that may turn the tide of this fight.
The madwoman Fulke?
If you want my backing, brother, you'll explain yourself.
When we find her, I will tell you all you wish to know.
Understand this. Fulke is a heretic, a sower of poisoned knowledge, and an enemy she claims to have seen or spoken with God himself. And for this, Lady Edwin had her imprisoned, I know not where.
At a monastery, I suppose. We should...
Sigurd, do we not owe Giedrich some word of what...
You can speak with him in my stead, but we must hurry. Fulke's life.
We risk losing all the gains we've made here for the sake of this woman.
Trust me, Eivor. Fulke is of great...
I hope I will.
We Thanes will raise a feard and join with you to take down Edwin. Bring this news to Giedrich, and tell him...
Every man will be...
Yeah!
No soldiers here now. Giedrich has cleared them all out.
She's well supplied, that's for certain. Well done capturing these, lad.
It was bloody business.
Oil jars, spring-oiled arrows, fodder and the like. Take what's useful and burn the rest.
Giedrich.
Eivor,
Every single one. They've set out to raise a fear.
We'll need every pike and poker we have to take. And you, and your brother.
I like your bluntness, Giedrich. My axe is your...
Edwin's plopped her haunches down in her castle now. She has men and supplies coming. Curse her eyes. Where is your brother and the odd fellow?
They continue their search, but he seems to think she will help us chase Edwin to an early grave.
You do what you must, Eivor. I'll ready what me... I'll move towards Kinnabella Castle and bring up the Feared for an assault.
Is there anything I can do to weaken her grip on the Shire? Or make her anxious?
Ah, there's a notion. You could chip away at her flag bearers if you see them. And we stole some of her supplies here. If you find any other stores like that...
That I can do.
When you're ready for war, you'll find me at...
Whoa! This place is heavily guarded. Me and old Hopper. This is the camp. Oh, my eyes.
charm her when she's in our care? Do we say what we're after? Or do we dance around the idea?
From what I've learned about Fulke, she's not shy about sharing her essence. And here's Abe.
Ah, you timed things well.
Imprisoned at St. Alban's Monastery.
This is our moment, Eivor.
I might be pleased for you if I knew who this woman...
I have explained enough. Now...
You've done nothing of the sort. Nothing...
I wish to speak to her. Me. Your young...
Why? So she might cast a spell and turn Eatman into an eel.
Fulke is not the only advantage we seek here, Eivor. There will be treasures in St.
You can steal all the silver and gold you want. But if there are no more farmers in the field to hire...
Men from all across Mercia will heed the call to fight a woman...
Eivor, there was a time when you would follow me without question. Because we trusted one another. Because you knew I would never lead you into folly. Never wager our luck. Is there something that holds you back from embracing me as you once did?
Sigurd, you know I would I'll fight with you. But there must be limits to this...
Of course he is. And St. Alban's will not disappoint. It is famous for its treasures.
We'll see about that. What do we... Let's go! Oh, a Viking! Help! What? Take Christ's gold! Give me a hand with this. Come here a moment.
Locked from the other side.
Come, help me with this.
They have moved her.
No. She's here somewhere.
Through here.
him!
No! Out! Out! Some good wandering here.
Like holy Judas, I thank you, beloved Jesus, for the wisdom to pierce a fierce cloud, to see me.
Who dares enter this sanctuary?
This stony cave.
How dare you?
We've come for the woman Fulke.
Oh, the mad heretic!
Ah, the self-begotten spirit has sent an angel.
Open the door.
Her heresies must be punished. Not by Danes or
Friar, our hands are bloody with the gore of your guardians. Is your God so starved?
You make a fine point. Let me... The Lord bids me to welcome all strangers. Here.
Praise thee, Lord of the Treasury of Light, for this. Are you sent by the angel?
That...
You are the woman called Fulke.
I am Fulke in this realm. A humble seeker of the self-begotten...
And you are a collector of...
The instruments of the children of Sackless the Fool. Yes, I am.
And you possess an object. A
Now, you're a curious one. A cowl and
Why do we linger here? Soldier...
There are stables beyond the monastery where we can speak in peace.
Lead the way.
Come.
How long were you imprisoned?
Some weeks.
For your so-called
perhaps a month.
heresies?
Heresies, yes. I have been blessed to discover many profane objects in my lifetime. Objects which attest to the works of the Demiurge, the false god worshipped by these robed imbeciles. Across Germania and Francia, I found these relics and carvings. And here in England, too. Lady Edwin claims they are blasphemous, but her mind is clouded. The true worth of these objects is immense.
May we see these objects?
If you wish to know the truth of our...
Enough of these mysteries.
Fulke is a curator of objects of great worth.
True nature. You said this was about victory.
To know that I am descended from the ancient gods is a victory.
Descended of the gods. Brother.
Fulke, we have heard that you possess a profane stone with strange markings and the image...
That I do. A monolith I call the Saga Stone.
Do you have it?
It is the sun and...
Will you buy and trade this stone for an alliance? Or more fighting men?
Perhaps I should leave you three alone.
We are unified. We only wish to see the stone.
No one on Earth can read those runes.
There is no risk in
No risk at all. Praise thee. O self-begotten one, for sending these three to deliver...
No whispering god led me here.
You came because I called you, Eivor.
Brother, you have my head...
And you fascinate me more with The Saga Stone is hidden away in the care of my acolyte.
The sooner we see this slab of rock...
Approach the stone with an open mind, Ava.
Ava! Where are you going?
What is it about this stone that captivates you, Fulke?
The Saga stone comes from an ancient race of beings, a generation of lesser gods, as do all the artifacts I collect for my church.
You prayed to the Christ Jesus in your cell. Is your church not the Church of Rome, like these Saxons?
These Saxons believe in Christ the Redeemer, but I know his true purpose. Christ the Educator, the keeper of secret knowledge.
Is this why Edwin loathed you, for preaching such an idea?
Yes. Christians like her, like Alfred, they believe Christ's purpose on earth was to wash us free of sin. The Roman Church has been deluded by the lies of Sackless, or Yaldabaoth, the demiurge of many names, a lesser god. Sackless and his kind were wise in their time, but they lost sight of the true god, the self-begotten one, lord of the treasury of... This is why Edwin had me punished and imprisoned. What she calls heresy is, in fact, the true nature of the universe.
Yours is a strange saga, Fulke.
And I have not yet reached its end.
Be on your guard. Someone is watching us.
Take care, everyone.
Edwin's eyes and ears.
Villagers aren't happy we're here.
This is the place, up ahead. A ruin from England's Roman past.
What is this tower?
My acolyte found it abandoned. Where are you? A ruin from England's Roman past. My acolyte found it abandoned and derelict. He took refuge here after his bishop expelled him for teaching the same truths that got me imprisoned.
He was a priest.
He was, and he is. The bishops of England are simply too craven and deluded to understand the secret wisdom we possess. Brother Paul! Are you here?
Ransacked, from floor to roof. Basim, stand guard outside.
It's Edwin's doing. I have no doubt.
The stone is within?
I asked Paul to hide it well, but I do not know where. This moves.
It must be there.
Brother Paul is very clever. It could be hidden anywhere.
Is this him, your acolyte Paul?
My dearest friend. May you live as one with the true God, in the treasure...
Your friend paid the price for his loyalty.
Edwin's men did this. They...
You! Always questioning, second-guessing my...
Basim fills your head with twisted
Basim has shown me so much.
Hold, both of you. You hear that?
Is here.
How dare you Danes befoul my lands?
Hold our favor, first we talk. Lady Edwin! A stone was taken from this tower, inscribed with runes, and the image of a tree. Do you know it?
Yes. One of this heretic's blasphemous baubles. Is that why you've come?
We are here to trade that stone for an assurance of peace.
What are you saying? We gave Gatred our word.
For that stone, we will leave your lands and not return.
Oh, for this? You must bring me Giedrich's head.
The stone is within our grasp.
We made a promise, brother. Brother.
We have a deal, then?
We accept.
Done.
We do not...
Eivor! No!
Cut them down! Leave none alive!
Eivor, are you mad? We had our chance! We will speak of it, Eivor! I will not forget!
You'll be in pain! Can't keep it up! Hey, intruder!
Jesus God, my...
Thank you!
Get ready! More of them!
Focus, we have this.
Won't take long. Word taken. Gonna spit you.
Eivor, you...
That was our chance to recover the stone.
Is that now your stance?
I am your Jarl, and I have sight and...
A coward's answer.
Remember your place, Eivor, or nothing good will come of it.
Stay out of this!
Enough!
If it wasn't clear why Sigurd is in command, it is now. Your temper runs...
You want to settle things with Basim? You call a honk, else you follow me. You listen to me.
Eadwyn will flee to her castle. You want your stone?
Giedrich's pathetic army will never breach the walls. We could have first taken... That was always our plan, Eivor.
It was your plan all along. Yet you saw fit to keep...
You are not always to be trusted. Your passions overcome you. I know that. Your father.
Sit here and bemoan your fate, brother.
You think too much of yourself, Eivor. You do...
All my life we've moved as one. As family. As kin.
Time makes idiots.
You fought well today, Fulke.
To wrest control of the Shire from Eadwyn?
Giedrich asked me to cripple her line of support. Would you know where she kept...
East of Oxenforda. South of the Lichvila. There's a place called Eaton Bar...
Meet me there. Sigurd, brother. Eadwyn's defenses have been weakened, but I could do more before joining Fulke.
need your eyes, my friend.
I ain't in the business of helping.
Dear man, would you live under Edwin's roof? For that is where you will be if these supplies reach her castle.
I'd give him over to any man for enough silver. I've a livelihood to
I
keep.
had silver before I was caged. It's for the good of your...
You've lost your senses.
What's the noise about?
She's trying to rob me. I warn you, soldiers are coming to escort me any minute.
This merchant is taking supplies to the castle. I offered to buy them.
I don't sell on a future promise of profit. Edwin's...
Then I'll make you a new one. How about a story?
That's an odd bargain, Dane, but I'll bite. Sing me one of your sagas.
The wild winds wandered. The seas spit salt. The night fell into...
Bit of a slow start.
Long before the beginning. Before you and I and the others. Why...
this Odin fella, he's one of your gods.
The moon burns red. The sea foams gold.
Right, this is not what I wanted. Stop.
The snake writhes. Loki yawls. But
enough! Is this some sort of Nordic curse?
How does it end?
They all die. He said soldiers are coming. We can use these oil jars to surprise them.
I see visions of burning men. If we place the oil and supplies near the hay along the road, it will burn like hellfire when the soldiers arrive.
Take position on that bluff, and watch for the soldiers, would you?
You'll hear me howl as the men...
I must be careful now. What was that?
My howl. Edwin's men approach. Prepare yourself! The soldiers are close. That overhanging branch is a good vantage for a first strike. They're here! Spring the traps now.
Where's this oil merchant? Said he'd be here all day.
We'll
set up here for now. Take the boat down.
the last of them. Edwin will be waiting for aid that never comes. Something wrong?
No. No. At Sancte Albanus, your brother claimed... Is it true? Is he...
Not to be blunt, Fulcape, but only half of...
Forgive me. I often presume too much of my audience.
Ignorance of what?
What a perfect... I'll ask more simply. Could you...
You've spent too much time locked in that...
Weeks of fasting and prayer and abstinence can...
Sigurd is only a man, the son of a king, and...
Yet it's possible his line of kings was fathered.
We haven't time for these fantasies. It's time I regroup with Gidrich, to see how his...
Godspeed, Eivor. I will stay here, to...
Look, lads! There's Eivor!
We're with you, Eivor!
See that our fletchers have arrows enough for everyone. 20 to a man.
Gidrich.
Eivor, have you dealt Edwin a few
I have. She'll...
Excellent. My men are itching to attack the fortress.
Why is that?
On account of Edwin's got too many... Her springalds cut us to bloody stumps before they're poured.
Keep the men at the ready. I'll slip in alone and see...
By my joints and...
Long live Giedrich! None will stop us!
Eivor! Giedrich! And victory!
What?
The castle keep looks impregnable. That will be Edwin's last stand.
That hurt! Die! Skittering away! There! I'll kill you!
Howard! Shoot! Shoot!
Now what?
Now you pay!
sharp, brother. So slow!
Finish, damn you!
Springals are large boltcasters. I must disable them.
Stop and die!